Hello everybody and welcome back to the coolest dog training channel right here on YouTube. I appreciate your loyalty. If you've been subscribed, thank you so much. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. I'm Tom Davis, America's Canine Educator. Today, I'm gonna go over the significant difference between a dog attacking another dog or a dog correcting another dog. Or if your dog's been bit or attacked before, I'm gonna go over the key components and distinguishing the big difference between the two. Let me just start off by applauding you guys for trying to do better by your dog and trying to gain more information to understand your dog. I personally think that the more you understand your dog, the better your relationship gets. And the better your relationship gets, the better your training gets. And it trickles down from there. So as a dog owner and as a canine professional of almost 11 years, thank you so much for clicking on this link and saying, hey, I want to learn a little bit more about my dog, because that means the world to me. With that being said, you love your dog, you have an emotional attachment with your dog, you want to learn more, you want to be better. And I can tell you that owning a facility and having thousands of dogs in a year from all over, from all different places, meaning that, you know, there's different breeds, there's different environments, there's different things that play into a dog's role, especially in their life and training. And I can tell you that the biggest thing that we need to start doing as dog owners is just really evaluating how we're looking at them. Are we looking at them as kids? Are we looking at them as dogs? And I know that that might strike a chord for most of you out there. Let me tell you something. I was a dog lover and owner way before I professionally worked with dogs. I'll throw up a picture right here where you guys can see, like, I've been working with dogs almost my entire life. I love them so much. And I can tell you, I know you guys are working. I know you guys are dog trainers or new dog trainers or whatever it may be, and you're busy and life gets in the way. And when you come home to your dog, you love them dearly and all you want to do is give them love and affection. Right, Lola? But the key component here, guys, is understanding that they're animals. And so, yes, they do need love, but more for you. But more importantly, they need a leader and they need a structure and they need somebody to make sure that they're guiding that ship, because that's what actually makes them happy. That's what actually makes them comfortable. And I want you to understand that dogs generally have a bite force of almost 270 pounds, which is a lot. Just so you know, it takes about 25 pounds to fracture a bone in your arm, okay? So that's on a small scale. Rottweilers are up to past 330 pounds of pressure. German Shepherds are second with, I think, a little bit lower than that, at like 270-ish. So they have the potential to crack a bone with their mouth pretty easily. When they go after another dog to warn them or to get them away, skin is not hard for them to break. Skin is not hard for them to penetrate and scrape and make bleed and all these things. A dog corrects another dog. That doesn't mean that they hate them. That doesn't mean that they turned mean. It doesn't mean that they're out for blood. When another dog goes and grabs a dog and pins it on the ground and makes the other dog scream bloody murder, that's because the dog is being dramatic. And that's kind of like your little or your older brother chasing you down. I have an older brother, so I know how it is. Chasing you down and you're screaming before your brother even gets to you because you know what's going to happen, right? They're going to pin you on the ground. They're going to give you a noogie or whatever it may be. And so when older dogs or more mature dogs will correct younger puppies or younger dogs, it's so natural. And I think as dog owners, we're just not exposed to these things and we don't know exactly what it means, and we just automatically assume that they're attacking each other, or they hate each other, or your dog's mean. On the contrary, it's not that at all. And if you spend a lot of time working with dogs and studying them like I have, I spent 5 summers living with wolves and watching their every move. Wolf hybrids, wolf dogs, purebred timber wolves, just working with each other. And I can tell you, if you actually saw the way that they interacted with each other in an enclosure, in the wild, if you will, you would probably scream and cry as a dog owner because it's intense. And they don't hate each other. They're just saying, get out of here. This is the way that they communicate, and it's very clear. And then the other dog goes, okay, fine. And so I'm going to post a quick video right here for you guys to see exactly what I'm talking about. There's an older wolf correcting a younger puppy. So you get that little scream and that little ah, and a lot of times dog owners, if it's your dog, you go, oh my gosh, what just happened? And dogs are vocal, some of them are dramatic, some of them are babies, and that's just how it works. So a dog can correct another dog and not be mean. A dog can correct another dog just because they're trying to prove a point. A dog can correct another dog simply to tell them, like, you can't do this because you're gonna get in trouble. Dogs are brutal. They take each other, they spin each other around, they throw them on the ground, they make each other scream, cry, bleed. That's how they play. They're rough. Okay, so now I want to talk about like an actual dog attack. So the intentions behind a dog actually attacking a dog are much different than a correction. Much, much different. And that's why you're watching this video, to understand the big difference. The big difference is again, like I said before, the correction is to teach and to show discipline and to say, respect me, listen, settle down, policing, whatever. A attack is the exact opposite. It's, I want to hurt you, I may want to kill you, and I don't want you here. We have to understand the way that it ticks. And in the wild, there's no referee, there's no regulation. That's what would happen. And in the daycares or out on the dog park or places like that, that would happen as well, except we're there to intervene and we don't let dogs kill each other. So it's very natural and it's very, very teardropping off of like natural behavior. And it's something that, again, if I think we understand a little bit more of, it'll make us more comfortable as dog owners. So an attack versus a correction would be, an attack is holding on, shaking back and forth, ripping down, not letting go, trying to actually do damage to the dog long term. When your dog gets nipped, right, like I talked about before, when a dog bites another dog and walks away, that's not an attack. When a dog causes one little slice in another dog, that's not an attack. Again, like dogs have the bite force to literally just crush everything in another dog, for the most part, again, generally speaking. And when a dog comes up with razors in their mouth and they slice a dog, that's not an attack. That's a clear warning. That's a clear correction of like, dude, get away from me. But an attack is latching on, shaking, running away with, pushing down, growling, continuing to not let go. That's an actual like inheritedly, I'm gonna hurt you, I'm gonna kill you attack. And that is the significant difference between the two. And I think the reason why I sparked this idea of having this conversation is because I want people to understand that if your dog gets corrected and a little cut, that's fine. Like it could have been a lot worse. It's not a big deal. I mean, under the circumstances, right? Like if your dog comes back from doggy daycare with a cut because another dog did it, it's okay. That's what they do. They play, it just happens. Just know that if your dog walks away with a little scratch or a little slice or even one puncture, your dog didn't get attacked. Your dog didn't attack another dog. Your dog clearly said, get away from me, right? And depending on the dog, like if another dog has longer fur, they may not have a scratch on them at all. If you get a smaller dog with little fur, they may have a puncture or a slice or whatever it may be. But there is a significant difference in the intentions of the dog just grabbing the dog and saying, get out of here, and then walking away, versus the dog continually going after the other dog. And I think that that's important for dog owners to know mentally, is like, it'll help you sleep better at night knowing like, oh my God, that wasn't like this thing. It was just, it's how dogs communicate. And I know that a lot of dog owners don't know much about canine behavior. And that's why you're here on the channel trying to learn about that. And I'm taking all of my years of experience and just sharing these things for you guys. Ultimately, because I don't want you guys to stress about the things you just don't know about. It doesn't make any sense. That's why I'm trying to explain to you the significant difference between your dog correcting and your dog attacking. And that's it for today's video. We are the coolest dog training channel here on YouTube because of you guys. And what that means is lots of comments below. I'm gonna answer every question that's below. We're gonna talk about it. If you guys like this video, like it, and then leave a comment below and let me know. That's how you guys can support me. Thank you guys so much for watching this, liking this, commenting, all that fun stuff. I truly do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will talk to you next time. Peace.